Hello. Y'all, this has been an epic adventure for my husband, not me. Let me see if I can figure my life out. Oh, man. Guys, it's been so long since I've done this. They've completely changed the app around. So bear with me. Let's see. Hi, guys. Hi. Okay, I'm almost there, I swear. Sorry. Oh, I can see the chat here now. I don't have to pull it up on my cell phone. Guys, this is magical. All right, my husband's going away now. Okay. Yeah, we had lots of shenanigans trying to get this going. Back in the day when I used to do this, and I had like a whole room dedicated to it, you just had to push a button, have a link, and then there you were. Hi guys. Now you have to have an app, software downloaded, and I decided to do all of that right like 10 minutes before this happened. Things are happening. There's alarms going off. There's people shooting in our field that we don't know. I don't know how to download things because, you know, technology escapes me on a daily basis. And my mom's in town and my kid's sick. But I was like, we're not missing Muffin Chat. So I'm excited to get to do this again now that my kid is in more of a bedtime routine. We know when it's happening, sanity place. So I'm really excited. Yeah, he's got his first little cold. He's actually been a really good trooper about it. He's just a little snotty. He's in a pretty good mood. I'm pretty sure he gave it to me the 97 times he stuck his booger hands in my mouth today. Yeah, so he's doing good though. So if you guys are new here, Muffin Chat was something we did. We, as in me and my best friend, we used to do a live chat every week. And then I started picking up doing it by myself. And then I got pregnant. So then there was nothing to chat about but donuts. But now that I'm way back into it and I'm really trying to lose this baby weight, I thought this is the time to bring it back because I really miss Muffin Chat. It really got me excited about my week. It got me like pumped. And Fridays are my weigh-in day. So it's a really good day for me to do it because I have so much to talk about with my week. Hi. Thank you, Shelly. Chicken soup in a bottle. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but yeah, so this was my first full week on Freestyle after breastfeeding. So that was really exciting. Not really, because I really liked having those points. Going from 41 points to 26 points was like, oh, I was like chicken soup in a bottle. You got me, Jill. I was like, what? But yeah, so I was excited and nervous going into this week. And then if you guys are all up in my Instahams, I had a little bingey situation on Tuesday where your girl got into some crisps. But I still had a 2-pound loss this week, which was, but I had a 2-pound gain last week. So we're right at the evens. And I don't really sweat the ounces. Like that big number is important to me. I don't really sweat the ounces. So, I mean, at least my gain is gone. I do think that Freestyle is a little bit more doable. I think I might have not given it enough credit. I think I may have hated on it a little too soon. Oh, have fun at a fish fry. I want to go. I think I may have hated on it a little too prematurely. But every day almost, other than Binge-topia 2019, I had rollovers. So super exciting. I know. And I was seriously dreading it, y'all. I was like, I'm going to give it a week. And if I don't like Freestyle and I feel like I'm starving and I don't understand the points, then I'm going back to Simply Filling. This is crazy. And I still might go back to Simply Filling at some point because I do love it so much. But yeah, you know, Freestyle has not been that bad. I think if you really eat 0-point foods a lot, and luckily I already eat a lot of 0-point foods, I felt like I could have a dessert at the end of the day. I was worried about that. I can probably eat out. I was worried about that. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you have to work. You have to kind of, I feel that like, yeah, there's like a learning curve, but kind of the same thing with Simply Filling. I feel like if you're doing Simply Filling, you know, if you're not careful with portion control, you might not lose as fast or at all. And with Freestyle, I feel like the same thing. You can still overdo it on the 0-point foods. You could still maybe not portion your points correctly. So I have not faced going out to eat yet. I think that's going to be my next challenge, is trying to do a freestyle day, but eating at a restaurant. I don't know why that seems so undoable to me. I think it's because most of my restaurant meals are around 15 points. And if I only get 20 something, that means your girl's living off eggs for the rest of the day. That's extreme. But so yeah, so I think I might challenge myself this upcoming week, or maybe even this weekend, to go to like Chick-fil-A or something and try to eat a meal that I want to eat, and then also work my points around it for the rest of the day. And then maybe I'll do a vlog on it or something. Because I think that was my only sadness about Freestyle, is I felt like my potential for food on the go, kind of like with Simply Filling, was just a little bit smaller. So yeah, so while I'm yakking my slap, you guys go ahead and put your weigh-ins for the week in the chat if you want to, and let's see how everyone did. And if you did not lose or you had a gain, do not sweat it. This is a non-judgment zone. We've all been there. I was there last week, so this is a safe place. But yeah, so Freestyle was pretty good. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for coming to my first live chat. Well, your first live chat. Mine first for a really long time. But yeah. Hi, Lemuli. I'm terrible with names, y'all. Lemulan. We're going to stop. I'm just going to say hi. Oh, is there 2 links? Oh, yeah, because I made a link. We had a snafu. We had a snafu. If you know me at all, technology, cannot do it. So my husband had to come in and help me. I forgot what I was saying because I'm so excited to be here. But yeah, I talk a lot on Instagram. So if you guys have been following me on there, I mean, I pretty much vlog there daily. Yay, I'm glad I'm not alone, Tiffany. Oh, you're so sweet. I've missed these chats too. And even when I was pregnant, I was like, because to be honest with you, I don't have any friends here that are like on a diet fitness journey, or that have children, or, you know, any of that. All of that of my life is online. And so like with my pregnancy, and then with trying to get back into dieting and not having that, and then getting into Instagram, it's been different and exciting. And I was like, we got to bring back some chats. Oh, don't sweat it, Sandra. That's like, you got this, girl. You can do that and like get that under control in no time. I know, the computer's such a great place. Hi, Candace. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's like online friends, husband, kids. And then I have Celia, of course. We talk every day. Yeah, I think winter is tough too, y'all, because I'm kind of feeling that slump. Like I kept telling myself I was going to go to the gym this week. I was like, I'm going to the gym. And I just couldn't make it happen. You know, I was Captain Excuses this week, and I got nothing to say. Don't sweat it. I also can't type, so I'm here with you. So, you know, this upcoming week, I'm going to try real hard, y'all. Just one time. I just need to get there just one time. But I did do a lot of walks. We've started doing family walks before dinner, which is really exciting for the family and our dog. So either my husband and I will wear the baby, and then the other one has Nola. And it's good because it's like a 45-minute walk. It gives Asa something to do in that like fussy witching hour time that's like right before bedtime and stuff. And then it's bedtime. Yes, attendance goal. That's right. If I just make it there, I have to get out of the car. I mean, I wouldn't just drive there for no reason. Happy birthday, Jan. What? You maintained on a birthday week? That's some killer stuff. I'm real guilty about diving headfirst into some birthday yums. Mostly because, yeah, I like cake a lot. But also this year I didn't, because I was dairy free at the time. So that's another challenge I've been having, y'all, is I kept telling myself I was not going to go back to the dairies. I wasn't going to go back to the dairies, okay? Hi, Anna. Don't worry about it. This will also, guys, if you're coming in a little late, this will post live after I'm done, and then you can rewatch it if you want to or not. But it'll be like a video that you can go back and watch. But I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go back to dairy. Like I totally didn't miss it. And then I totally did. But then it kind of sent me into like a like a tailspin a little bit where I was like, I want to eat all the things that I have not been allowed to eat this whole time. You know, like it just made me like this little like dairy demon came out and it was like, luckily it only got me on some delicious yogurt. So I feel like that's at least like 45% healthy, right? I know. And then my husband who's on keto has all of this cheese in the house, y'all, all of this cheese. And I'm like, no, no, no. Because one slice of cheese is like 3 points. And on Freestyle, I do feel like that, you know, you got to use them points wisely. And I just can't do a 3-point piece of cheese. But I did, my husband's on keto, like I said, and he's been making these French omelets. He like trained himself to do it from YouTube videos. And because I've been dairy free, I haven't been able to try them because they're like cooked in butter and like folded with like cheese and dairy. So I haven't been able to taste them. So he let me have a bite this morning and we ain't going to eat those again. Yes, you do need healthy fat to break down all that salad. That's why I'm a firm believer in an avocado a day. I have an avocado a day. You know, haters going to hate. I love avocados. It's healthy. It's delicious. And I feel like if you are dairy free, it's sort of a nice, creamy, dairy-ish substitute for cheese because you put it on something and I don't know, at least for me, if you don't like the texture, it won't work for you. But at least for me, it kind of made me feel like I wasn't missing out as much. Sorry, y'all. I think I'm getting what my son had. But so I have an avocado a day and I'm not sorry about it. And I don't weigh them either. So come at me, Weight Watchers. I figure if it's a small one, then it's probably 2 to 3 ounces. So I might be off by an ounce. If it's a large one, like those Haas ones, then I weigh them, but I never buy those. So that's never the occasion. Yeah, a lot of people don't dig avocado. It's like, it's my favorite fruit. Yeah, I feel like avocado it has a bad rap because it is high calorie and it is kind of high fat, but it's good fat, y'all. It's like happy fat. It's rub your belly happy fat. Ooh, shamrock shake. You know, okay, I've never had a shamrock shake in real life. I have no idea what they taste like because I've just never had a shamrock shake. That's true. It's not like I'm eating a stick of butter. Not that I'm against that either. I love me some butter. But yeah, I've never had a shamrock shake. I don't know. I'm afraid to try one now because I've gone 36 years without it, and who knows where it'll lead me it's like a gateway shamrock. I don't know. I should probably just stay away from it. That's so funny. I'm not a huge ice cream person. I'm definitely a baked goods person. Oh, I'm sad that avocado hurts your tummy. Yeah. It's not for everyone. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's a difference between butter fat and like a fruity fat. But yeah, so I'm just not a huge ice cream person. Every now and then I'll crave it, but it's not a temptation for me. That's something I can totally just take or leave. But donuts, don't bring that in my house. Don't. So yeah, avocados are a fruit and they have a pit, kind of like a, what are those things you cut into that have a pit? I guess you could say a cherry, but you don't cut into those. But yeah, it's technically a fruit. So it should be 0 points on Weight Watchers, right? Right. Peach, yes, a peach with a pit. And mangoes. Mangoes are so hard to cut. I can't even get down with mangoes. I have to buy them pre-sliced or like I lose a finger. We've gotten way off track. Where are we coming from? I'm from Georgia. I have to love peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Shut up. You have a donut shop behind your house? No. I'd have to move. I can't. Oh, thank you. I did my nails today because my mom's here. So I had like an hour to function quietly. Yeah, I couldn't, if I had to smell donuts every morning, I would just give up. Thank you. It's a lip color from a company that I used to do promo for. And I was like, I need a bright lip to get excited about tonight. So yeah, so goals for this week, get to the gym at least once, continue to do walks, donuts. Y'all, okay. The last thing we're going to talk about donuts, I swear. But my favorite donut place is Duck Donuts. And up until now, I really thought they were only like in Virginia and like way over there. They opened one in Atlanta. Luckily, it's an hour away, or I would be like, but I think for Mother's Day, I'm going to go up there and have one donut. Just one. I've never had a cruller. Those are is that how you say that? Cruller? My mom loves crullers. Crullers? I don't know. My mom loves those, but I've never had one. I've always wanted to work in a bakery because I feel like every time I've worked in a food restaurant, I get tired of the food and then I don't ever want to eat there again. Like Pizza Hut, I don't ever want to eat there again. Although I did work at Chick-fil-A and I still love Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A is probably one of the best fast foods you can get. Cruller. See, I wish I could talk to you guys face to face. Cruller. But anyway, so yeah, donuts. I think I'm gonna have one for Mother's Day. Okay, cheese danishes. Guys, we gotta stop talking about baked goods. You're gonna get me like having to go to the store. Oh, I love the bakery. My mom decorates cakes. She's like done all the certification classes or whatever, and she's probably the reason I like cake so much. We'll blame her. You're lucky you don't have Chick-fil-A where you live because you would want to eat there all the time. Their sweet tea is like happiness. It's 4 million points, but it's so good. On a hot day, a cold sweet tea, fried chicken sandwich, get in my belly. Yeah, I wish I had a Trader Joe's near me too. I have to actually make a pilgrimage, like strap on a bag and put survival gear in it and then like put my kid in the back and get everything that could possibly go wrong in my car and go an hour to get there. Yeah, ours is an hour away. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've missed Muffin Chat too. I'm so jazzed that you guys are still wanting to do chats because online is hard. And I feel like there's a lot of support on Instagram. I am so into Instagram lately. I'm sure you know, because it's just easier. You don't have to edit anything. You just, choot. But since I don't do meetings, these were my meetings. And so I feel like if I'm going to reach goal this summer, my goal, not Weight Watchers goal, I got to get on it. Gosh, where do you live? Yeah, you should get on Instagram. It's so positive and there's recipes and stories you can, if I'm feeling unmotivated, I just go through my stories list and 9 times out of 10, everyone else is killing it. And then it makes me want to kill it. Cause I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're doing it. Let's do it together. So, and then if you need a question answered, I ask my Instafam because they are suggestion squad. They are yes, we got you. Let me tell you. And then I spend all the money and then my husband kills me. I actually don't know. We got them at an estate sale with that photo. So I don't know if they're vintage. That's all I know. And they're green. When I get off, I'll look on the back and see. But yeah, we love vintage stuff and I'm no decorator. So I just stick stuff on the wall. Yeah. And you can recipe ideas and, it's just this, it's just infinite amounts of positivity, at least for me. I think I've had one negative thing in 700 years on Instagram and it wasn't on my Weight Watchers account. It was on my personal one. So I love it. Yeah, I'm interested to see how my weight loss continues with Freestyle. I did good this week, but I also had a big gain last week. So I'm not really sure, how it will keep going, but I'm going to keep at it until it doesn't work anymore. And then they have iTrack Bites that has all of the old Weight Watchers programs, which I think is awesome because nothing is worse than having success on a program and then them taking that from you and then you not being able to continue. That's how I felt with Simply Filling. I was like, why? It was hurting no one. Just leave it in the app. I just need a green circle. I love Simply Filling. I really do. I feel very clean when I eat Simply Filling. 18 points. Ooh. I feel like I could do it, but ooh. Is that 18 points on Freestyle or just 18 points on another program? Yeah, making deliberate choices. That's a good goal. Yeah, let's talk about goals. What are your goals for the week? I need to get in the gym at least once, continue to walk, and have some rollovers. Yeah, I feel like I can be more of more, okay, so when I was dairy free, I felt like it was very informational because there aren't that many dairy free people on Weight Watchers. And so I feel like for that small little group, I was a little bit helpful. But now that I can eat dairy, I'm like, yes, I can have all these suggestions and I can try all these new things and I can tell you about them. And I'm excited. Any tips for keeping on track on vacation? Okay, so this is what I do on vacation. One, I feel like vacations and holidays are times that don't come all the time. Okay. And so what I do on vacation is I try to mindfully eat at like 2 meals, and then 1 meal of the day I can eat what I want. And it's usually dinner. So like, I feel like breakfast is pretty easy to be good at, eggs, some wheat toast. I mean, like that's easy. Lunch, have a sandwich, have a salad and some fruit. And then at dinner, when we would go out to like a nice restaurant, then I would eat whatever I wanted because I felt like that was a meal that I might not get here. And that's another thing is if we were going to a restaurant, if it's a chain restaurant and it's somewhere that I could eat here, and it's just whatever. But if it's something that's like a small local place and like they don't have all that stuff, then, then I would dive in a little bit. But I also feel like life's too short to be dieting all the time. And I know that's probably not motivational, but I feel like it's real life and nobody can be perfect all the time. And life was made to be enjoyed. And I don't want to, when I'm 90 and I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to look back and go, oh man, I wish I dieted on that vacation. You know what I mean? So I feel like you got to enjoy life a little bit and then you can always just jump right back in when you get back. At least that's me. I mean, but now if you want to lose weight on vacation, then yeah, you need to be strict and treat it just like any other day. And it's not vacation. Shark Week is the worst. Okay, so for Shark Week, I have it on my little planner calendar. And the week before, I will stock up on points-friendly snacks that will satisfy every craving, salty, sweet, and like texture-wise. And that way I am there. Oh, that's so funny. We have the same scones. Sconces. God, scones. I used to call them scones, and now I still read them as scones. That's so funny. Yeah, we got them at an estate sale, and we loved them because our bedroom's green. Incorporating vegetables is good. That is a good goal. I feel like if you fill your plate up with vegetables, you're not going to be super hungry. So always go for veggies first. Yeah, life is made to be enjoyed. And I just feel like, plus the added pressure of like trying to enjoy yourself, but then like, oh God, did I go over by a point? It's just too much. So I think I've always said this, so on Christmas, I don't get my mom's Christmas cookies every day. So I will have those. And on birthdays are kind of iffy. I might have one birthday cupcake that I track, but I'm talking about major holidays and vacations. I feel like live a little. Ooh, sorry. My throat is so itchy. Let's see. Yes, get 3 workouts in. I need to drink more water. I think it's because it's cold and I'm not thirsty. Oh yeah, get lobster. Lobster's my fave. But yeah, so always stock up for Shark Week so that I get 3-point bags of popcorn in kettle corn and regular because I might want sweet, I might want salty. I get some sort of cookie-ish, sweetie treaty chocolate deliciousness that will satisfy that craving but not get crazy. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. After I've had a baby, PMS is way different. Yeah, honest tracking. That's something that I need to work on too sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I'll track that later. And then I'll be like, well, it's just a point or two. That's true. I have never met it. I think you just eat less as you get older. So I think when you're 80, you just don't eat, 7 cheeseburgers. That's just not as much food that you want to eat. Oh yeah, I love the cashew dip from Trader Joe's now. I hated it when I first tried it. I was like, this is disgusting, but creaming it up. Ooh. Ooh. Yay, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I almost didn't make it from technology problems. Yeah. Yeah, see, and I feel like and I'm real big on food memories, and I know that's not a good association to have. But for instance, like my husband's mom passed away in December, and it kills me that I did not get her Christmas cookies like one last time. Like they were something I look forward to. They were freaking delicious. Nobody's been able to make them exactly the same way, even with the same recipe. So I just feel like, especially with like family and food memories, you know, just the ones that really mean something, just have them, you know? It is so good. The doppio with a protein shake. Oh yeah, I can have protein. I can have Premier Protein now, which is lower points. Yeah, I think in Georgia we get chilly in comparison to Canada. When we get snow in Atlanta, it's like the apocalypse. Like they're like, there's going to be a dusting. Close everything down. We're not going to make it. Oh yeah, getting on the treadmill in the snow, that's hard. That's hard because you just want to snuggle up. At least I do when it's cold outside. I just want to snuggle up, you know. Thank you so much, Dana. He's doing good. He's got a little bit of a cold. He's never had one before. I told him he shouldn't have made out with that little baby at Mom Club. But he's just got a little bit of like snotty nose. He had a little bit of a fever, and I mean tiny, for one day, but he's been in a really good mood and like just fighting through it and laughing and snotting everywhere. I got to use my nose Frida for the first time, which is a very frightening experience, and all is well. I wonder what shipping would be like for Trader Joe's stuff, like heavy wise. He's doing good. Last night he didn't sleep very well. Like we put the humidifier in there and like gave him some of that Sharies natural coffee stuff because he had been coughing. And he woke up 2 or 3 times, but pretty good. Oh, I love that. My dad loved Nutter Butters, and it's not even my favorite cookie, but if I see it out or someone has it as an option, I have to have a Nutter Butter for him. Yeah, I just feel like it keeps you close a little bit. Like sometimes your feelings are in your tummy, and that's okay. Thank you so much. I think he's a cutie. Yeah, girls are gross. He shouldn't be touching their faces. He was so cute though. I couldn't even stop him. Like I could see that she had a runny nose, and I was like, just go for it, buddy. Like he was just like entranced with her, like petting her face and laughing and chewing on her dress. It was the cutest thing. I would have taken pictures, but I don't know if I'm allowed to like take pictures of other people's kids. I don't know the mom rules. So I didn't want to be like, yeah, I know. I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, this is his first experience with a girl, and she's already not good enough. Like, like he's going to have some trouble when he's in high school. But he's just so delicious, y'all. And I know I have to say that because he's mine, but he just melts me. He's now like cognizant enough to where he will reach for you. Like if he wants you to pick him up, breaks my heart into pieces. Every time he just like leans and reaches for me, I'm like, like I just puddle. I think he looks like me. Like he has my eyes and my smile, and he has my husband's dimples and nose, but he doesn't have as round of a face as mine. So I think he's a good mix of both of us, but he definitely leans real strong to our side because he looks almost exactly like my brother, which is creepy. Like if there's a picture of them next to each other, I'm like, ew. Like when he was birthed, they took a picture of him, and I was like, oh my God, that's my brother that you're holding up. Creepy, gross. Oh, thank you. I just want to scratch his face when I see his little face. I just love him. I get so excited to see him in the morning. And he's sleeping so much better on the formula and stuff like that. So I'm just so jazzed. Everything is starting to like, that's why we're able to muffin chat, because we're on the swing. I know, it's so weird. I'll have to post a picture on my Instagram stories of like him and my brother. It's so creepy. But it makes my brother so happy because he's like super excited to be like a godfather uncle person. And he's just like, oh. So, but they live in Kentucky. So he's coming down with his job. He gets to fly for free. I don't know what it's called. It's like jump seating. Like where you sit, you get to fly for free, but only if there's a seat. I don't know how it works. But he's going to try and come in a month or so. Yes, I know. I'm trying. I film. I just his little morning song, y'all. I just want like 100 babies. Every time I see his little face in the morning, I'm just like, more babies, more babies. And my husband's like, garlic. Hi, Gina. I said that really loud. Sorry. My kid's gonna be like, But yeah. So what else about freestyle? I think what I'm gonna start doing is what I had started doing previously in chats, and that is coming up with a weekly topic. And then I'll kind of talk about it a little bit on Instagram. And if I have any questions or anything that you guys want to have mentioned in the live chat, I will do it there. And then I might mention it like down in the comments of my vlogs for the week. Oh, thank you so much, Diane. That's very sweet. I always feel like, I don't know, probably all moms feel this way, but I always feel like I'm doing it wrong, or like, you know, like you just never feel like it's enough, and you never feel like there's no book to tell you what to do. And so, you know, it makes me feel a little better when people are like, you're not crazy. Everyone's doing it. You're fine. They really should write a book, like an instructional manual that's for every individual baby and mother. Oh man, I bet freestyle is hard if you don't like eggs. I have eggs like every morning. I'm trying to think what you could do instead of eggs. That's freestyling. That's something I'm going to marinate on, because I know a lot of people don't like eggs. Like, it's not uncommon for people to be allergic or just not prefer eggs. So I'm going to investigate that for you. I like that. I'm going to put mine in the avocado cloud too. I like being mad here. Yeah, oatmeal's good, but it's so high point. I feel like whole grains should be less points, y'all. I mean, I feel like it is something that you could overeat on, like, but could you really eat 2 cups of oatmeal? On my hungriest morning, I can't eat like 2 cups of oatmeal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's definitely, it's different, but it's not as hard with less points. I think because I did Simply Filling before going into freestyle, it really helped me, because I was already eating a lot of the Simply Filling foods, which are already on the freestyle plan 0 point, which is why they got rid of Simply Filling. But so it wasn't super hard, but it's definitely an adjustment. And I think I was saying that next week I'm going to try and do a day where I actually go out to eat, because that's what I'm really worried about, is like not being able to like work an out to eat meal into my day, but do freestyle because the points are so low. So 26 points from 41, that's real tough. Yeah, Greek yogurt. You could do like Greek yogurt and like Cheerios maybe. Or my baked oatmeal recipe is only 4 smart points and you get a huge chunk. And this week I took the 2-point lowered sugar yogurt that I can tolerate, put that on top of the yogurt, and then drizzled it with chocolate syrup, sugar-free. 6 points of happiness. Yeah, I do miss my breastfeeding points. Oh, speaking of breastfeeding, I donated my breast milk today, my freezer stash, the one that has dairy in it, because he can never have that anyway. And it was like really hard for me to let it go. Like, I was so happy to be helping another mama, but I was just like, thank you, Tia. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Greek yogurt. I'm trying to think of something that's eggy though. Do you not like the flavor of eggs or the texture? That could be key, because we might could work around that. Yeah, and see, I feel like at least with the baked oatmeal, because it's full of fruit, you get a bigger portion for your 4 points. But yeah, man, it's hard. Oh yeah, Kodiak cakes. I forgot about those. Because he knows you're watching live feeds and he's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I think they have some reduced sugar oatmeals too that are instant. I love the baked oatmeal. And like, that's another thing that I sort of have on hand, because now that I've put that yogurt on it, it feels like a dessert. So if I'm craving something bakery-ish, I might be giving that a go. Oh, thank you. It was really hard to let go of my breast milk. Like, I was like, maybe she won't call me and she won't want it. And I don't know why. I mean, I can't use it. Like, it's never gonna. And she was telling me that like her, something had happened with her pump or something, and her supply had just like plummeted, and she didn't want to give up yet, but she had to build her supply back up. And she had a little newborn that was like, I don't know if he was a preemie or not, but I don't know. But I was just like, here's my milk. Enjoy it. Yes, I'm going to try and do live chats the same time every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, just because it's my weigh-in day. So that's easier for me to jump in, and then I'll have a way. And then I can talk about my previous week going into the next one. So you like eggs if they're mixed in something and it's not like a scrambled egg. Maybe. I've lost a crazy amount of weight on. Oh, that's really great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and every person's different. Some people are just loving freestyle, and I mean, I'm edging that way. But some people, you know, are hating it, but that's why it's great to have iTrack bites, because you can go back and you can do those previous programs. Ooh, smart cakes are really good. If you like cuppy cakeys, they're 1 smart point each, and they're super delicious. And I think if you're doing keto, they're like 1 carb or maybe 0 carbs. They're magical. Yeah, you could do tofu. 2 points. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hash browns. Nom, 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 nom. I love hash browns. Yeah. I love hash browns. And then if you beef them up with a veggie, then you can get a big pile of hash browns, and it feels very like happiness. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The two ingredient pancakes are good. Eggy taste or texture. Yeah, well, we could totally, I think us as a community are going to come together and come up with some like non-flavored egg consistency breakfasts that have eggs in them. No, sadly, you can only get them online. I feel like a lot of the really good Weight Watchers finds are only online. But I think they have really low shipping. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't hate the buns that they have, because I think they're 1.2, but the texture, like, you have to toast them or they just fall apart. And then even then, they're just kind of hard to work with. So it's not a flavor. It's just hard to like put a burger and then toppings and then the bun. But they're smart cakes. Oh, delicious. Oh, no. They're going to change it again. Yeah, the buns were weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, the taste wasn't bad. It was just, for me, it was a texture. And like, I don't like it when I am envisioning a bun and then I go to bite down on it and it just crumbles into bitty pits. That's a good idea. Yeah, cover it in gravy. Am I still alive? Yes, I'm still here. I read that wrong for a second and I was like, am I still alive? Yeah, so don't waste your time on the buns unless they're free, but get all of the smart cakes. They're so good. I can't believe I read that wrong. I was like, I really panicked for a second. I was like, I don't know, am I? But my Built Bars shipped, so I'm excited to get those. I've been tracking them, so hopefully they're going to come this week. And then my Pro Granola should be here the 21st, because it was back ordered on Amazon for some reason. Yeah, I was like, am I still alive? And then I was like confused. I was like, wait, did I talk about being dead? My mom brain can't keep up with this. Yes, I'm really excited to try those 2 things. And then I had someone suggest a granola that is also 2 smart points. That's at Target, but it's only at Super Target. So I'm going to get my husband to get it so I can try it for you guys and let you know. I think you can get them in Canada. They would probably just take forever, because I am in America and it took them 2 weeks to ship it. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews. Some people love the Built Bars. Some people are like, they're kind of gross. Some people are like, the texture's weird. And then I know that they hand make them. So sometimes some of the bars are smaller than other bars. And I think they're just a small company, and they weren't prepared for how excited all us needing some chocolate bar people were going to be. So they're like, whoa, there you go. We need to come up with like a way to like smuggle you stuff to Canada. I remember I had a friend in Canada who was doing Simply Filling years ago, and she was like, the Ezekiel bread for them was Simply Filling, because y'all don't have light breads there. Like, you can't get like 35 calorie bread or something. But when she would come to America, she would stock up on it. And I would just always kind of sat with me. So when I did Simply Filling, I was like, if it's Simply Filling in Canada, it's Simply Filling here. I really want to try the chocolate orange, because I'm so obsessed with chocolate oranges. She's doing awesome. Her birthday's next week. I just sent her a birthday present in the mail yesterday, and she's really excited about it. She's still doing keto. She's rocking it, and she loves it. She does not do social media, though. She had a rough experience with some social medias, so she's out of the social medias, but we still talk every day. And I'm really hoping that in the fall, me and Asa will be able to fly up and see her for a week or two. What's the best honey? Oh, the best honey and sun tea is the cinnamon sunset. I get the decaf because I like to have it at night, but it is, if you don't like cinnamon, you won't like it, but it tastes like, what are those candies, those cinnamon candies that you melt in your mouth? Red Hots. It tastes like Red Hots. It's super cinnamony, kind of spicy, but not like in a my tongue's on fire way. And it's just so warm and delicious and delightful. And it actually makes me not want dessert. Like if I have that tea and I'm having like a sweet craving, gone. I love it. And then I got their Victorian London Fog. I've been loving that one too. It's got like a nice little lemon in it. I like it. Oh yeah, I saw Kim do that to make the s'more. Never met a s'more I didn't like. Aldi elevation bars. I have not. My Aldi is terrible. Like terrible. I see videos of people's Aldis and I'm like, where is this magic? Mine has like the produce section is like this big and it is all rotten and disgusting. And then has like 2 little rows of canned goods and then some like shenanigans and then like one little section of limited edition stuff that's good sometimes and then everything else is just whatever. But I've seen some that look amazing and I'm like, where did you get that? Because it's not in my Aldi. I don't know where it is. The cinnamon tea is so good. I will tell her. Yeah, Ezekiel bread, that's like 100% healthy. That's like from the Bible, right? Like it's like bread. Give them bread. Yeah, see, I feel like all these are hit or miss. Ours is disgusting and terrible. And what's even worse is they just redid it. And I was like, oh, maybe now it's going to be the Aldi that everyone else gets. And I just call it Aldi shit you can't get at Kroger. Like it's just nothing. I hate going in there. I got those 2 little dippies that I liked in there. That was it. And then they quit having them. Totally not worth it. Bye. Thank you for coming. That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh yeah, my produce section at Aldi and they got all this like organic, great stuff. Mine looks like it fell off the back of a truck and it's growing and there's always like thousands of fruit flies just like permeating out of the rot. It's terrible. Oh, we love doing that video. Oh yeah. She's totally fine now. She just had a rough situation. And then she was like, I'm over the internets. And even if she came back, she wouldn't do diet ones anyway. So, you know, but she's still awesome. Celia. My throat is so itchy. He's not a pilot. He works with UPS, but it's in like the corporate section. So he gets to fly, I guess, on their like package ships. I don't know. That's so terrible. I don't even know what my husband does. He should have been a pilot. He was a Marine. I know Celia is awesome. I would say I miss her, but I see her every day. We FaceTime every day. See, good. I'm glad I'm not alone, that I'm not the only anti-Aldi person. Yeah, I know. I'm always like, hey, bro, can you get my packages just a little bit faster? He's like, that's not my department. There's Celia. I wish we could get some of those breads in Canada. I know. And fat-free cheese. Y'all don't have that in Canada either, right? There's no fat-free cheese. There's no light bread. There's no... A lot of places don't ship. They're so mean to Canadians. So not nice. Yeah, that's what... Yeah, my brother would be like on an island talking to a box of Built Bars. Name him Gilbert. But yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say. It left me. I really don't want to be sick. I don't have time to be sick. Moms don't have time to be sick. I got too much to do. I got too much going on. We went ahead and canceled. I know my best friend in my 20s was from Canada, and he was hilarious. And he would always talk about how different it is, like with Americans and Canadians. And and I was always like, really? Are you sure? Are you just weird? And he's like, no, I'm serious. And then a bunch of his family came and I was like, you're totally right. We are weird. So yeah. But yeah, so I hope I'm not getting sick. Even if I am, we're going to rock it out this week. Is that like a cooking oil or is it like an essential oil? I've been taking elderberry to try and beef up my immunity. And then I was like, that's why I wish I was still breastfeeding, because then I could give him my immunities. But then I was like, obviously I don't have them because I'm getting the sickness. So it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, so if you have any questions, now's the time to ask them, or I'm going to pop off soon. My mom's here, so she's like, I'll go read a book, because she didn't want to be on camera. Yes, we love you. Yes. No, it's an essential oil. Oh, okay. We do have a health food store here. I wonder if I could pop in there tomorrow. Oh, you put them in your water? When you say oil of oregano, I totally picture like that oil that they give you at Italian restaurants. It's got like the oregano mixed with the Parmesan cheese and you dip your bread in it. That's the kind I like. Will that make me feel better? I will. I was trying to get her in a video, but she's like, my hair isn't done. I was like, come on. This face took 5 minutes. It's mostly lipstick. She's been babysitting today so I could get a little bit of stuff done. Like by babysitting, I mean sleeping and holding my baby. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys kill it this week. And if you follow me on Instagram, you're going to hear about it all day, every day. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm going to do this every week, Fridays at 7. Oh, no. But yeah, so I will see you guys next week. Hopefully we have good losses and we hit those goals. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was awesome. I've totally missed it. I've totally missed you guys, and I'm so excited to be back. But yeah, so let me figure out how to cut this thing off because it's changed. It's way different. Thank you. I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm so glad you came. Yes. Have a good week. Come join Instagram if you're not on there because it's an amazing place to be. I should do Instagram commercials. Be like, come join Instagram. Everybody's so nice. Bye, guys.